So I want to talk. Let's start kind of at the beginning a little bit. You have been doing your thing since the age of 12, and how old were you when you got your first record deal? It was like you were pretty young.
Well, I started rhyming around 11 and then 12-ish, roughly around there. 12, I started 13, I started getting real good. And I started getting record deals around 16 years old. I started getting offers.
That's
And
amazing.
I didn't take any of the offers because like I had to, I just thought that I don't know what it was. They were little deals to me. I was broke and shit, but I'm like, I'm not going to sign away. Like I was always anti, whatever. But then I ended up getting a bidding war happening by the time I was 18, and every single label there was just chasing me around. And I'm like 18 years old. They're having limousine. I'm broke. My dad's broke. My family's broke, and limousines are pulling up to the house and picking me up, and they're flying me to California. Limousines with hookers in them. I'm a kid with hookers in the limousines, and go to a hotel room and $1,000 under the door, like, hey, go buy yourself a hamburger, like all kind of shit. I never like, damn, all right. This is they're really trying to wine and dine me here, So
Well, how did that? I mean, unpack that a little bit. Like, how was it? You were so young, and people were just migrating to what you were doing. I mean, obviously you had something to offer, but like, how did you find a place to be seen? Basically, I mean, what was it
well,
like? Were you just going to open
hip hop,
mics, or?
no, hip hop was a different world back then. It wasn't like so there was studios. You had to go to recording studios, and there was record labels. You try to get to an A&R guy to listen to your demo tape, and that didn't work because there was politics. They would want to sign somebody that was connected with something. It was a lot of politics with that. So you get the meeting, and a lot of time you get the meeting with a guy that even if he liked your stuff, he wouldn't have power at the label to even get the thing signed. So you'd have to find a powerful A&R, and it was hard. So what happened is, you get rejected by some of them, and then one or two start biting. And once the one or two starts biting, then they go, oh, you have a deal with Mercury and Giant? Oh, we'll give you a deal. And then it's 3 deals. And then, everybody's a follower. So then when it's a boy with 3 record deals, they go, oh, that's the boy that everybody likes. So then it's 4 record deals, 5 record deals. It's just, that's the game. It's like once you get the 1, it's easy to get the 2. And then once you get the 2, if you don't jump into the 2, then you could still keep shopping, and you get a lawyer, and then they shop it even more and use the other labels again, so it was like that. And one of the main ways to get saw back in them days was recording studios, because there was only a handful of recording studios that everybody went to. Now everybody has house studios, home studios, but in New York City, you'd go to Chung King, you'd go to Power Play. There was like a handful of studios that all the rappers would go to. So if you went to Chung King, there would be like every famous rapper there, and their label would be there, and their A&Rs would be there. And then you go to another record label, you go to another recording studio, and then it would be, this famous guy and that famous guy. And that's just how it was. So you'd go there, and I used to carry around a big giant boom box with my demo in it. And there wasn't, you're talking about late 80s too, and then Beastie Boys, So when it was like a lyrical kid from Long Island, 15 years old, 16 years old, it was a big thing to them. So I'd bring my boom box, I'd play the tape, and everybody would be like, yo, who is that? I'd be like, yo, that's me. My voice didn't even change. Yo, that's me. They'd be, get the fuck out of here. Yo, that's me. So yeah. So the buzz kept generating, and then to the point where everybody was like, oh shit. And I used to battle in the streets a lot. And so if I went into a studio, they'd be like, yo, boom, boom. I'd eat up somebody at the studio. It was just, I was good. It was something that was natural to me since I was a kid. I don't know why. There was other kids that were trying it in the area, and I just excelled faster than everybody at that one thing, So I've been terrible at everything else my entire life, but that one thing, So.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and